package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Looks good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not. It's on the ground, and the Jags grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here. Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's Brady to throw.
I'm good.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
No, I missed it.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
No fucking yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Who's gotten stuck? Do you see that?
Gets this one to use check. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down.
He got stuck on 2 dudes fighting on the O-line.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady going to throw right side here, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 19 yards away, and the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Lutz with the extra point.
Right. They get the ball back here, right?
17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I think we did, not the interception.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And an alley to run.
He's out.
Let's go.
Oh, I got this block.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That dude Amos is really
we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Little linebacker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
My special teams doesn't play.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield.
What is wrong with that guy?
Alley to run. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Why is he continuously throwing the ball?
You're trailing. You're trying to get.
I don't know if he doesn't. Okay. I don't know if he doesn't see me or.
Alright, we're not out of the playoffs yet. How many losses is it? 5? 4?
If we get one more, we have to restart.
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade
Another
with
one
you.
or no?
Early I'm up. I can't spend the day with you.
Alright, I'll be right back
I'm
then.
minding my business. I ain't getting
No,
paid with
no,
you.
we just
I
won.
come
Let's go
right.
with the Clemson.
I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Is he up top? Is he up top?
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
First time since the Connor from
Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I like the Browns.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Bro, come on, man.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
He was expecting
20.
it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
I think our opponents didn't spend any money on the game like everybody else.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You have them in
both what?
Coverage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I don't know the formation. I don't know what I'm sacrificing by doing this formation. I don't have the shitty.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Yeah, it looks like there's 2 strong safeties in this formation. So if they go after Tillman, yeah.
Mayfield looks to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Hill shedding the tackle, muscling free to the 40, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady.
Easy
that
points.
one caught by Tyreek Hill.
I tried.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
He almost used or caught that shit.
58 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's taken down. Chief sack. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
I'd file it away
because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Put him down by his neck.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I'm going all the way.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
There we go.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
Let's go, bro. Oh, my goodness.
I should have come back low.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Actually,
a big play there. 50 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Yeah.
As a former DB,
that's like the
you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's
on
perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 9 yards on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the route is on here in this first half.
This is what happens when you put on Browns. You play like the Browns.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That's good.
I mean, yeah, now with Mayfield. But this is like the 0-16 Browns we're playing against.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, special.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Brady now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The fullback, whose name I can't pronounce.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's all? Feel you.
They could have got
2nd down and 4. Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
How did he even catch that?
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
Thought they were going to pass it. They ran it out the middle.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Remember the game we lost?
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20.
Oh, no way.
No, it's fast.
And some room to roam now.
Go!
And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Yeah.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the
so many extra points today that his leg hurts, and that's why he missed it.
The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken very short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams.
They've got to be
what they got, though. They got to sit back and have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Look at their coach. He's mad.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mayfield now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle.
Passing yards, -4. Jesus. We had 180 passing yards. They had -4.
Oh my God.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready?